Okay, so this is how to wash some cosplay wigs. And so today I have an SFA2 Mickey wig, a Kaito wig, and a Pinkie Pie wig. That's just pretty much a pink curly wig. So I'm going to go film over here now. Okay, so you need to have decently warm water. Stay like that. Yeah. It should be warmish, and if your wig is frizzy, make it hot. So, yeah, that's a little bit warm. Yeah. Let it fill up about an inch, inch and a half. And yeah.
Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. They'll follow you into the dark, no blinding light or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, but it's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. And I'll follow you into the dark.
Okay, so now that we've got the conditioner in our wigs, I'm just going to let mine sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's usually about how long I let them sit. And, ooh, that's dripping. That's not good. And I think that's about as long as they need to sit. Maybe if you have a thicker wig, my wigs are a little bit thin, and I only needed to do the top of my Pinkie Pie wig. You should probably leave it in longer. Like, I have a very thick Hatsune Miku wig that doesn't need to be washed right now, but I leave the conditioner in for about 15 minutes, and it worked pretty good. And, yeah. So, after that, you need to rinse them with cold water because it makes them shiny. And while you're rinsing, if your wig is very tangled, you can brush it out with a wig brush or any other brush if you don't have a wig brush. I have a wig brush, but, yeah, I can't find it right now, but whatever. Go away, Boddington. Sorry, that was my cat. After you rinse them out, I've never washed these wigs before because they're relatively new. I got my Mickey and my Kaito wig 2 days ago, and I got my Pinkie Pie wig about a couple weeks ago. And, so Pinkie Pie was fine, just got a little bit dry. And Mickey didn't really need to be washed. I just thought I'd wash it just because it came from a different country. And my Kaito wig was a little bit dry. So, yeah. Rinse it with cold water and brush it if you need to. It takes my Miku wig 24 hours to dry. So, if you're going to a convention the next day, don't wash it. Wash it like a few days in advance. That's probably a good idea. And, well, let's see, what else? I dropped my phone. And now it's covered in water. Okay. And, you can brush them after. It's just easier to brush them while they're wet. And if your wig is very frizzy, like, hold on, I can show you my Miku wig in a different part, I guess. I could show you now. No, I'm not going to show you it. But it's kind of frizzy. Put it in hot water and it will defrizz. And it will become more silky. I tend to wash mine in about the temperature I would shower in. My Miku wig a little bit hotter because it gets frizzy. And I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, girls, don't you see? When I was a little filly and the sun was going down.
Tell me she's not.
The darkness and the shadows, they would always make me frown.
She is.
I'd hide under my pillow from what I thought I saw. But Grammy Pie said that wasn't the way to deal with fears at all.
Then what is?
She said, Pinkie, you gotta stand up tall. Learn to face your fears. You'll see that they can't hurt you. Just laugh to make them disappear. Ha, ha, ha. So giggle at the ghosty, guffaw at the grossly, crack up at the creepy, whoop it up with the weepy, chortle at the kooky, snortle at the spooky. Tell that victim scary face to take a hike and leave you alone. And if he thinks he can scare you, then he's got another thing coming. And the very idea of such a thing just makes you wanna laugh.
Who's the boy that can laugh at a storm cloud, turn a frown into a smile for free? Who's the kid with a heart full of magic? Everyone knows it's Butter.
That's me.
Who's the boy with eyes full of wonder, who thinks being yourself is the best thing to be? Who's that rascal with the tweezers in his pocket? Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
Jumping in puddles, skipping down the hallway, head goes to the petting zoo, he loves John always. Who's
No way.
that tyke with the cutest little dimples, batting his eyes at every puppy he sees? If you look inside yourself, you might be surprised when you find a little boy named Butters.
Well, that's me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry that I have my phone angled this way, but it's just easier to see what the wigs look like this way. And down here I have towels because it's being really drippy and this is kind of nice, so I don't really want it to get ruined. So I have my Kaito wig and it feels very smooth and silky already. My Pinkie wig, well, first of all, my Kaito wig, I don't think it's going to take very long to dry. Hold on. Oh god, I gotta fix that later. But yeah, I don't think my Kaito wig is going to take very long to dry. Mickey, I'm sure is going to at least, well, Kaito's going to take like 3 hours. Sorry, I have ADD, as you can probably tell. Kaito's going to take at least 3 hours. Mickey is going to take at least, I want to say 7 to dry, because her hair's really long. But it's kind of thin, so I guess not 7. Because my Miku wig takes around 10 to dry, I guess. 10 or 12. One time it's dried in 4, but I used a hairdryer, and I don't recommend you to use a hairdryer because it gets frizzy. And my Pinkie wig, I'm not sure. I'm not very experienced with curly wigs because I only have one other one, and that is my Seal Phantom Hive wig. And I've only washed that once. And it was not the curls. So, I don't know how long it's going to take for curly wig to dry. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and brush my Mickey wig so it does not have tangles in it, which is probably good. Kaito, I'm not too worried about. And Pinkie, can't really brush that because I don't want the curls to come out. But, yeah. Okay, so, my wig's dried. And I put on my SFA2 Mickey wig. It doesn't have the thing at the top because I'm using it for Insanity Cosplay, which is by Circus P. And it's a really good song. And he used to be known as Doofus P or Matt95, so if you know him, that's cool. But he changed his name to Circus P. So anyway, I have on my Mickey wig. It looks pretty good. It's a little bit tangled, but that's not a problem. I'll just brush it in the morning because I'm about to go to bed. I'm really tired. And here we have my Kaito wig. This one took about 3 hours to dry. The Kaito wig's a little bit wet at the end, but that doesn't really matter. And this one took 5 hours, and the Pinkie Pie wig took about 2. So, I guess this is pretty much it for my first new cosplay channel video. Gonna put more videos on it, like live actions and stuff, so yeah. It's just gonna be me and my friends. So yeah. This should be good. It feels really silky, and it's a little bit tangled, but I just, like, washed it and stuff. But it feels very silky at the top. Not as silky as when I first bought it, but, you know, that's gonna happen. But, yeah. Pretty good. Feels like real hair. And, yeah, it's going to get a little bit tangled, so, yeah. I think I'm done making this video now.